Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's episode of the Married to Stupid podcast. I am your hostess with the mostest, Jacob, and this is Kristen.
Why on TikTok and Instagram and all that do the female influencers always go like this? Like it's cute. It's really creepy. I did it. And it doesn't look creepy on me.
It looks creepy.
So we're here. We took a brief hiatus.
Yeah, we were sick.
Oh, it's been a hell of a 2 weeks, yeah?
Yeah.
Between sickness and injuries and
I may even bust
palating.
out a cough in the ep today.
Whoa. I just took 3 cough drops and my inhaler, so I should be good. But
Okay.
yeah, we've been ill, and then in 1 week I injured my fingers 3 times.
We're talking about that, right?
I guess we are right now. I decided to be a nice wife and mother and make chocolate chip cookies for my family.
Try to make this as best as you can.
And I got confused with the pans, and I grabbed the straight out of the oven pan with my hand that didn't have the oven mitt on it. And that hurt real bad.
Yeah.
So there's that. Then a couple days later, I popped into my friend's coffee shop and she was busy.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, let me pop behind the counter and help you do some dishes because she's all over the place. And I had time. So I'm getting back there. I'm washing. We're chatting. I pick up this knife. I have the sponge in my hand. I go like this and slice my finger. Okay. It wasn't just like a little slice. I made that small coffee shop look like a murder scene. Like, thank God there was a doctor in there. Anytime I moved my hand, blood just splattered all over. So all the dishes that I had just washed, not usable. I got a Band-Aid and the doctor's like, don't bother with that. Had me apply some paper towel for 15 minutes. He's like, if it's still bleeding after that, you should probably go get a stitch. It was still bleeding. So I just put more on. And about mid-afternoon, it stopped. So we're good now. I just have to wear a Band-Aid. It says a narwhal one. And then like 2 days later, I smashed my finger when I was cleaning the stove, like those heavy grates, it like fell on my finger. And I thought this was nail polish. And then I looked at it closer. No, it's bruised under the nail.
Oh, man.
So.
Didn't you burn yourself again, too?
No.
I thought you did.
No, I don't think so. I mean, who knows?
On the bright side,
happen?
I have not been hurt at all.
No, you've just been sick.
Just sick, and my back hurts, but that's normal.
From work.
Well, yeah.
It's been a bitch.
It's been a bitch at work.
He's been MIA a lot. It's down in the basement.
Yeah,
working.
Long nights. Well, longish.
It was
evenings.
pretty long last night. You were down there till like 11:30.
Yeah.
You kept going down there all evening long. So
yeah, I need to go back down a little bit just to make sure I can do some things because I have a
presentation tomorrow. Yeah,
I got a quick little presentation tomorrow. Quick little 2 hour.
2 hour.
Can't believe I said that's quick, but
oh no, you've had some long ones.
Yeah, last week
you have like an 8 hour one time.
Last week I had 2 8-hour ones.
Damn. I mean, that's what you get for being a badass.
Exactly.
So last time we had a cast, you impulsively inserted what you called a new segment, and I implored you to rethink making that an ongoing segment.
Yeah. So
where have we landed with that?
Well, because you insisted that I shouldn't piss people off, I did not come up with a rant today.
That's
Do you need me to?
No. No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we got a packed agenda. My laptop's only at 18%.
I mean, if we need some filler at the end, you know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, we'll circle back.
What would you like me to rant about?
I don't want you to rant about anything.
Because I mean, I got topics.
Yeah.
So many.
You know what? Can I do a mini rant? This is just a sidebar mini rant, but we've touched on a topic about coffee sleeves.
Yeah.
And the situation is not getting any better out there. It's truly not. It's like you get the good baristas, right? The ones that they pre-sleeve. And they just know, like, this is an investment coffee. You're paying like $7 for these coffees, these artisan specialty coffees. And some fuckers don't think they need to pre-sleeve. They want you to request the sleeve for your investment. No. Cat's in the box.
Why is the cat in the box?
She keeps going in the boxes to hide from your daughter.
The box is closed.
She'll get herself in.
All right. Well, yeah, she's fat. She just fell in.
But But I actually came across a situation in the past 2 weeks in which they said they didn't have any sleeves. Call me skeptical. I think they're full of shit because I've learned that sleeves are not cheap. My coffee shop friend told me they're not cheap. But you know what else? Clara, can you turn the camera to show them that?
I can't, unfortunately.
The cat is like coming out of this giant box like she's coming out of the birthing canal.
She's going to fall back in.
Clara, we good? Okay.
It would have been hilarious to watch her fall in it. She had to.
Anywho, however, my friend, even though she has a small locally owned coffee shop and she admits that the sleeves are costly, she pre-sleeves. She knows. She knows. And this is why you support local. Because those chains, they don't care. They don't care about your safety. They don't care about your investment. They don't care.
There she goes.
All they care about is the bottom dollar. So
fall out of the box, you dumb animal.
Support local is all I'm saying because they understand. They understand.
So how do you feel about coffee cups that have like the thick? It's kind of like
the corrugated stuff.
Yeah,
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Where was I earlier this week?
It's integrated into there. That's fine.
I was somewhere earlier this week. I don't remember where. And I got one of those and it just was not, it wasn't working.
It was hot to the hand.
It was so hot.
Really? Normally the corrugation adds like a protective barrier.
Oh, it was the father-daughter dance. Yeah.
Oh.
They had nice cups. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Okay, I can deal with this. You know, they paid a little extra.
Yeah, I find that odd because in my experience, the corrugateds have always provided enough protection.
This one didn't.
Oh, and I really don't like when places, they're like, oh, we don't have any sleeves, but here's a double cup. No, bitch, I don't want a double cup. They're thin as fuck. I want a sleeve.
Yeah.
See, I'm shaking.
You're always shaking.
It's because of my inhaler. But
so mad. So mad.
I know. I could talk all day about coffee sleeves. I really could.
So what you really wanted is you didn't want me to rant. Is you wanted to steal the spotlight.
Well, you honestly brought it up somehow, and I don't know how, but it was there on the tip of my tongue, and I had to just dive in, albeit briefly, because I know like I could go on and on and on. But I got really good stuff to talk about today. If you want to move on in the agenda.
Yeah, sure.
Let's have the jingle for Kristen's questions with a KY.
Now it's time to sit back and relax and get ready for this random mess with Kristen's questions with a KY.
All right. This is going to be tricky.
Okay.
Today for Kristen's question. So we have, if your spouse turned into a kitchen appliance overnight, which one would they be and why? Like a toaster with trust issues or a blender that overcomplicates everything?
I don't know why. I just thought of this one. And it
came to you that quickly.
And I don't have a reason. It just instantly shot to my head. A rolling pin.
I don't know how to take that, but please.
No, I don't know why. I don't know why.
So you would see me. First of all, that's not an appliance. It's a utensil. So you failed right off the bat. 2, that leaves so much open for interpretation. Like, do I roll over people? Do people roll over me?
That I don't.
Am I roly-poly?
You know, maybe there is just a subconscious thing that made me think of it. I don't understand. Maybe deep down somewhere there's a reason.
Do you feel like suffocated by me? Like I suffocate you and that like a rolling pin suffocates the dough and the roll it thin? Do I roll you thin? Do I stress you out to where like you're a really thin version of yourself?
No.
Then what is it?
I don't know.
Okay, well that's not an appliance.
Is there like a psychiatrist or somebody listening that could like
I don't know, but my therapist
that?
and I got into dream interpretation the other day.
Yeah.
We didn't get far, but
what is the dream interpretation of going to the same house over and over again?
I don't know. Again,
so
we didn't interpret your dreams.
So I told you this before. Not you, but you. So not you. I have this like same repetitive dream where I'm in this house and there's like 2 houses. It goes between 2 houses, but it's always the same house. It's always the same layout. The yard is always the same. There's in one of the houses or in the backyard of one of the houses, it's like a long yard and there's like it's like a cave that you can like walk into, and then you keep walking.
For the record, you've never lived at a house with a cave.
Exactly.
Okay.
So there's that's one house, and then this other house, it's kind of the house, and then there's a hill that goes up, and then there's a shed in the middle of the hill, and there's just a bunch of junk in there, and I know,
and that is enlightening, and I think that.
So what does that mean? And the other one I have is I'm always in school, and I want to quit school.
Right.
And I didn't quit school either in high school.
College.
Well, yeah, but that I didn't. So no, I mean yes and no.
That was like a secondary venture because you had already gotten your associates at ITT.
Well, and the reason I quit that was to go to ITT Tech to get my bachelor's. So I guess I quit.
As I stated, I did not ask her about your dreams. That would be your own session. You'd have to schedule. And she's not really a dream interpreter. We were talking about my dreams.
Oh, so now she's just reaching for money. That's great.
No, these are free. I have 16 free sessions.
Somebody's paying.
Your work.
Somebody's paying.
Anyway, I keep having these dreams about my mother who passed away over 12 years ago. And they're never good dreams. They're never like the warm and fuzzy, like, oh, give me a hug, dear daughter. It's always like her being pissed at me. Always. Or I really need her and I'm trying to call her, but I can't get the number out correctly on the phone.
Well, that happens everybody's dream. That's like if you tried to punch somebody, you can't punch somebody in your dream. It like everything goes to slow motion and confused.
Okay. Well, anyway.
So like I can't dial things, even though in my dream I know what a number is and I'm trying to dial it, but it doesn't work.
So as I was telling her about these dreams, she was like, you know what I want to do on you, Kristen? An empath assessment. Like, because I was just rambling about all this different stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure I score pretty high because I've told you before. Like, I embody other people's emotions hardcore. It's very...
Empathy.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Very empathetic.
With like everything in my brain.
Yeah.
So as she's asking these questions, one of them was, do you feel safer in a big city or in the country? Or not safer. Do you feel more comfortable? And I was like, well, in the country, if you're like, have a lot of people at your house, it's kind of hard to escape. Whereas if you're in the city and you need a break from people, like in your close proximity, there's a lot of places to go. But also just being in the city makes me anxious. And I was telling her about that dream that I had where we were in New York City with our friend's kid. And for some reason, and he has to go jogging in New York City. He's 12. And I said, yes. And in my dream, I realized what I did. And I was like, oh my God, I just let him go jogging in New York City. Did I tell you about this dream?
No.
Oh. And he's like, you said, oh, it's okay. Just track him on your phone. But then I couldn't find it. Like I couldn't track him on my phone and I lost the kid. So I told the therapist about that dream and she's like, oh, that would be a fun one to dissect. Anyway, so
we'll save it for the experts, lady.
Do not talk about Jacqueline that way. She's very
Jacqueline's not an expert on dreams.
And that's not why I sought her out anyway. That was just a side convo.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
will you tell me what kind of kitchen appliance I am?
I did. No, you're a rolling pin.
Pencil. That's not an appliance.
You haven't told me anything.
Because why can't you just answer first?
I did. I said rolling pin.
That's a utensil.
I thought we were. It was the first thing that came to my head.
That's not. You're not following instructions.
I don't know. A microwave?
Why?
I don't know.
Because I'm hot-headed?
Yeah, and it goes from like 0 to hot fast. Okay, but I like the rolling pin answer better. Jerk.
I think I would call you an air fryer. Sometimes you work like I want you to, and other times you don't. I think that's where I would go with that. Or maybe the KitchenAid mixer, because it's kind of wobbly.
Like a rice cooker.
No, I don't have one of those. I sold it. Or the KitchenAid, because it's old and really wobbly.
I'm old and really wobbly?
Yeah, you walk like you have something stuck up your ass right now because of your back.
My back hurts.
That's literally what I just said.
I know that's what you just said. That's what I just said.
Well, that was an enlightening question. I'm really glad that we covered that. I'm really glad.
But if anybody out there knows how to dissect dreams, like for real though.
Yeah, that would be fun. We should have them on as a guest. If you know a person we don't pay, we don't have any money to pay you. But we would like to.
We pay you in views. We don't really have a lot of those either.
But you can share with your friends and your family, and then maybe get more views. And
One day in 10
we'd let
years,
you pick an item off of our palette.
we might get 10 cents. Wow, I look like I'm tired.
It's the old thing. Wobbly.
No, it's
All right, let's cut to hot cakes or hot take. Wait, hot takes or hot
hot takes or hot
Oh, you don't need to
cakes.
sing. Okay, so this one, we were actually talking about this a little bit earlier. Don't look at the screen.
I'm not looking at the screen. I'm looking at your face, your lovely microwaved face.
So, cereal is a superior dinner option to anything cooked, and fancy chefs are just overcompensating with their tiny plates. True or false?
Well, that's 100% false. I had some Sakura too.
Today?
No, a couple days ago for the father-daughter dance. And I love me some cereal, don't get me wrong. But
Or Kim and Constantine, for those who don't have a Sakura too.
hibachi.
Hibachi.
There is no cereal on this planet that comes close to that. It is one of literally like 2 or 3 meals that I eat. I am like heartbroken when I'm done.
That's true. He has
eating.
like an audible like sigh.
Like I'm sad.
It's also the only like nice restaurant where he lets our kids order full kids meals instead of splitting one. They won't eat anywhere near a full meal, but he will eat their meal after he's done with his meal.
Or a few days after.
Okay.
Like I did with.
But I mean, you do have to admit though that we are a cereal loving family.
I'm not saying that.
We go through cereal like how I think a school cafeteria would go through cereal. They served it to all the kids for breakfast.
So since they don't,
No, they
not
serve
like
cereal, but
how about like a fat kid loves cake?
I wasn't trying to get rude.
It's an
I was also thinking like
it's an expression.
Orphanage.
It's an expression. Oh my God.
But I
Like
didn't
when an
want to
orphan
go
finds a
there.
family, you know?
No, like how an orphanage, how they have a lot of kids and they would go through a lot of cereal.
You know, you're not good comparing things to other things.
It might
Because normally when you compare things to other things, you don't use the same thing you're comparing it to. Oh man, what happened?
Somebody's inquiring about one of our items.
Nice. Anyway, yeah.
We do eat a lot of cereal. I would say that we go through a box of cereal every 2 days.
Yes.
Because all 4 of us love cereal.
Yeah, but
And the amount of milk that we go through a week to eat said cereal, I'm buying 2 gallons every 3 days.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah. But again, they don't come close to some hibachi.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, but I don't think that a person should sleep on cereal as a meal option. So there's people out there that like, we don't eat cereal. Like, why? I implore you to tell me, why do you not eat cereal? Like,
Is it too good for you?
You don't even have to go fancy in cereal. We've been chowing down on some honeycomb lately. Honey bunches of oats.
Yeah.
Super fun.
We may have gotten 12 boxes for free.
That's a whole different story, and we don't need it.
Connor, do you need something? Because we're busy, so you
And
should
you
leave.
know this.
We're busy, so you should go. I don't care. Go.
He
apparently doesn't know what the meaning of go means without finishing what he wants. Anyway.
I've also, and I don't even know if I should say this, I've mentioned that our family is cereal racist. We don't eat chocolatey cereal. I will buy it just for funsies. Like, hey, let's do this.
Because
There's something new.
Chocolate doesn't need to be in everything.
Anyway, it doesn't. But I'm saying that like we eat Cheerios, Honey Bunches of Oats, Rice Krispies, honeycomb, corn pop, like shredded wheat. Every once in a while we'll get crazy with some fruit rounds, the Aldi version, because it doesn't have dye.
For what?
Fruit rounds instead of Fruit Loops.
Oh.
But it's not even unhealthy cereal, really, ish, right?
What's not?
The white cereals.
Well, none of it's healthy, but
Well, it's not
I don't need the taste of chocolate every time I eat something.
Well, there is that cereal that I really did like for a spell, the chocolate frosted flakes with marshmallows. And
That's
remember,
disgusting.
we talked about that because they did not bring that back this Halloween. And that devastated me to my core.
But it's disgusting, so who cares?
They better bring it back next year. I'm writing
I don't.
Kellogg? I think that's. I'm not.
I don't think chocolate should be a cereal.
And I don't think fruit should be an ice cream.
That's dumb.
Your take is dumb.
No, it's not dumb. It's breakfast cereal. It's supposed to be
we're
healthy.
talking about it as a dinner option.
In this particular example.
Yes.
But then you brought up how we're cereal racists.
Well, typically we are, but I'm
which is different than cereal rapists. Okay? Two different things.
We're gonna get canceled.
Cereal racist, apparently, means you don't like chocolate cereal.
Cereal of color. Anyway, we really need to just move on. That was not good.
Why wasn't it good? I don't understand.
Anyway, I like cereal. You like cereal. Our kids like cereal. There's many nights that we eat cereal for dinner.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna apologize for it.
I don't. Did somebody want you to apologize for it?
Maybe.
I don't.
Maybe they did.
Who's hurting you? What is going on right now? Why?
Is everything okay at home?
What is going on?
So from the Timothy Chalamet homework I did, the SNL ones.
Yeah.
There's this one where there's 3 new employees that are like doing their orientation to work at a coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that they have to do is write these jokes to put on the easel outside every day. And so the first guy goes and he gives one that's like, okay. And the second girl goes, and the one that she gives is fine, completely fine. But the actors are like, yeah, okay. Yeah, there's no wrong answer. It's like whatever. And then Timothy Chalamet comes and he gives this ridiculous stand-up comedy bit. Anyway, and then they are like, okay, let's try this again. Let's try it again. So they go through again. The girl again says something that's totally fine, but they act like it's horrendous. The third time around comes and she does another one and they're like, everything okay at home? Everything okay? Had to be there.
I guess. You said SNL?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like SNL.
Whatever, it doesn't like you. All right, let's go on to what would you do?
Okay, what would you do?
Areas to ponder, choices to weigh. In what would you do? We'll lighten your day.
Okay. This one is also going to be a bit of a challenge.
Is it?
Because I think this is something we do far more than we should already, and I think we can pull it off. What would you do if your spouse developed an unbreakable habit of quoting movie lines in every serious conversation? In this household, if anybody asks a question that can be found in a song, like any part of the question can be found in a song, the answer will come as part of that song.
That is accurate.
Like if our daughter said, I need to know, what would you do?
What?
If Parker said, I need to know, what would you break out into?
You
would break out into Enrique Iglesias. I need to know. I need to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do.
I want it. Or I make
Tell me why.
Tell me why. Or I make up my own song with the answer. That happens a lot too.
Yeah. Or like we'll be in the car and a song will come on and we will recite the lines as if we're having a conversation. Like, tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. I never want to hear you say.
I want it that way.
I want it that way. So I feel like this is a challenge that I think we could do this.
So the thing is, I'm not good with movie quotes. Why are you blinking at me? Are you doing like some sort of SOS now?
That's my confused.
So I don't know movie quotes because I've never really been a big movie person. Casey, however, throws out quotes randomly.
You've never been a big movie person?
Yeah.
You've never not been a big movie person. You watch your fair share of movies.
No, I watch my fair share of YouTube. I don't watch my fair share of movies or TV shows. I literally watch 4 TV shows. Well, no, I'm saying I it would probably be really repetitive because I don't know a lot of movie stuff. Like Casey throws out these quotes all the time. And I'm just like, yeah. And he's like, oh, it's from so-and-so. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember. And I don't. Like, I don't. Yeah, I saw that movie once when it came out. I don't generally watch movies over and over and over and over
I'm
again.
the one that I can't watch Dumb and Dumber and just watch it anymore. Like, I have the words in my head before. Same with 40-Year-Old Virgin, Step Brothers, Pineapple Express.
Already in the dumpster.
See?
Oh,
You say that one a lot.
Yeah, it's the
You say
only.
that one a
This
lot.
is the only one I got.
I could talk all day about euthanasia. That's also in there when he's talking about putting his grandma down.
He puts his grandma down in the movie.
Mm-mm. No, but he's talking about how she's getting older, and he's like, "What do you think? What do you think about euthanasia?" Like when the guy's there to buy pot from him, and Seth Rogen's like, "Don't even get me started. You know, I don't have a lot of time. I could talk all day about euthanasia." And he's like, "Yeah." And then when they go to the other guy's house, and he's baking a cake for his cat's birthday, and the guy's like, "Can I get some of that?" He's like, "No, it's for my cat's birthday." The guy's like, "Where's your cat?" He's like, "He's dead." It's a great family film.
Okay.
It's not. So you're declining the challenge. Do you need time to prepare? Like if I gave you this challenge to do next week, do you think you could come prepared?
I don't think I could watch enough movies
Okay, what if we changed
repeatedly.
it and we only talked in song quotes?
I don't see. I'm not good at like.
Who wants to come
Trivia.
challenge? I need a couple. I need a couple out there that's watching this. Kim from Constantine, Mr. Kim from Constantine, will you please challenge us to a duo?
Why wouldn't you just challenge?
Duel.
Why a duel? A duel.
So we're gonna have a full conversation only utilizing song lyrics.
Can I have a question?
Can you?
Can I?
Do you have a question?
Yes.
Can you ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Why did you ask them to challenge us when you could just challenge them?
I challenge you,
Okay.
Kim
Thanks
from
for-
Constantine, Mr. Kim from Constantine,
That's,
to come here to our dining room table in 1 week's time. Wait, do we have time next week? We'll figure it out. And we're gonna have a whole conversation. I know Zach can do this. I know he can.
that's Mr. Kim.
Mr. Kim from Constantine. Whole conversation. Song lyrics.
I don't know if.
But like the non-verbals have to be serious. You can't giggle, and Zach won't. I think Kim from Constantine.
I think you think you're good, and I think Zach would wipe the floor with you. It's true. I think he would. Like he would be able to pull off exactly what you want, and you would be like, nervously looking
I don't know. We'll
up
have
things.
to see. I'm excited about this now, and they don't even know. So obviously, we're recording right now. Can't wait to get the feedback because I know I'll get it as soon as this thing launches. Next Thursday probably isn't good. Next Wednesday,
we don't need
could
to
do next Wednesday.
We don't need to schedule on air.
Next
You know, that's-
Wednesday, Zach or Kim from Constantine, Mr. Kim from Constantine.
8.
I have availability on the 26th in the evening if you do. So reach out to me or I'll reach out to you. We'll reach out to each other simultaneously and we'll get this scheduled because this is going to be fun. This is going to be entertainment for everybody. Everybody. Okay. Should we go on to Am I the Asshole?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's roll the jingle.
Let's go, Miss Rolling Pin.
Who is the asshole?
I'm totally gonna use that now.
That's not fun. I don't even understand what you
I don't know why it just popped in my head. What pops in? What pops in?
When you say rolling pin, it makes me think of the Pillsbury Doughboy, and like you see me as the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Why would I see you as a
I
boy?
don't know that. That's a great question.
Why do you think
I
that?
don't know because it's fluffy, and rolling pins are for fluffy things to flatten them. And it's like, do you want to flatten me? Am I ugly? Do you not think I'm attractive? Now you're avoiding the con. No,
Was
it was
that-
it was the dog's nails on the floor.
It sounded like a cat shit themselves.
No, Jacob, nobody shit themselves.
You know,
Except
I want to know what the first thing of me came to your head. Like what utensil came, what?
I already told you about the air fryer.
No, that didn't come like
And
just
the KitchenAid
instantly. See,
mixer.
mine was like
I know, and
genuine.
I want to know why you think I'm a rolling pin.
That I don't know. It was one of those, it just like came to me. And I was thinking rolling pin.
You know what you are? You're the fork that's been used so much that the one prong is off to the side.
The cat's scraping the side. I bet she's taking a shit.
No, she's over at the balance beam, Jacob.
Oh,
Where's your
that's
eyeballs?
I can only see the box.
Three-prong fork.
See, that's good. It's good. I'm a broken fork.
Okay, so the cat has hairballs. So if you hear vomiting,
See, I did hear something.
she's trying to be the main character.
Blah.
All right, Clara, do you think that we can get through this? Oh, you're gonna come closer.
He's
Oh,
probably,
it's okay. The dog's eating the hairball. It's fine. It took care of itself. We're a self-automated household here with all the.
oh. Who needs a
No, I don't need you.
who needs a
Roomba.
Roomba when you got a dog? We can just call him Roomba.
All right.
What were we doing?
Am I the asshole for refusing to help my best friend with her wedding because she didn't make me a bridesmaid? Now save your judgment until the end,
Okay.
please. My best friend, who is a 24-year-old female, not really my friend is not 24, but in here, we'll call her May. That's a stupid name, but she's going to call her May.
Why don't people just use their first names of the friends? It's not like we know who they are.
Well, I guess like, what if you were on Reddit and you came across something and like my name has a very specific spelling? I'd be like, that motherfucker, they're writing about me. But if they called me May, I wouldn't know unless I put 2 and 4 together and with all the details.
Like you wouldn't know what your friend's username would be?
Do you know your friends' usernames on Reddit? Do you know my username on Reddit?
I would assume it's similar to what your username for almost everything else is.
What?
Something to do with your name.
No.
Oh, well, then probably not
It's a
them.
human in training.
That is you've used that before.
I use that on like all my social media.
I would look at that and be like, that's Kristen.
But you said my name. So I was just correcting you. Anyway, let's listen about May. We have been close since middle school. We've talked about being in each other's wedding. So when she got engaged last year, I assumed I'd be a bridesmaid. Mm-hmm. She recently asked me to help with the wedding planning. But when she showed me the list for her bridal party, I wasn't on the list. I asked why, and she got awkward and said she had to make some choices. The party included her sister, her fiance's sister, and a few newer friends she's known for a couple years. She wanted a small party. I didn't want to make it a big deal, though. I congratulated her and figured I'd still be a guest. Well, I damn well hope so. But then she started asking me for a lot of help. Things like dress shopping, DIY decorations, venue hunting, making party favors, etc., etc. I finally told her, hey, I love you, but I feel weird doing all of this when I'm not even a bridesmaid. She got angry and said that she thought I'd still want to be involved because we're best friends. I told her I'd still be at the wedding, but I wasn't going to do all this extra work when she didn't even consider me close enough to be in her bridal party. Now she and some of our mutual friends are giving me the cold shoulder, saying I'm being petty and making the wedding about me. But I'm not going to be doing bridesmaid level work if I'm not one. Am I the asshole?
I completely agree with her.
I do, but I do have thoughts. Would you like to hear them?
Please.
So when I was about this age, I was asked to be a maid of honor.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know really what that all entailed. I didn't know it came with so much responsibility. And I was a shitty maid of honor. Megan, if you're listening to this, sorry. I was a shitty ass maid of honor. I didn't have the money to be one, to like throw the parties and do all the things. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I was really shitty in that role. Also, I hate being a bridesmaid. Sorry, Ashley. She asked me to be one, and I was. I just don't like it. It's the pressure. It's the pressure. I didn't know how to do my makeup, so my face was like 4 shades darker than the rest of my body. And I look at pictures, I'm like, what the hell were you doing, Kristen? There's a lot. But all that said, maybe, I mean, it was really shitty of this friend. One should never expect to be asked to be a bridesmaid, but it's really shitty that she had to not find out by being told, hey, this is what's going on. I want a small party. Yeah, she had to find out just by seeing the list of the bridal party. But then
I don't think that's shitty.
So like, you don't have any friends, so I can't.
I when Byron got married, I wasn't butthurt because I
But you
wasn't
guys
in the
aren't like
party.
besties.
But we were for
You
a
were
very
in
long.
Josh's wedding, and if Josh didn't ask you, didn't like, so, okay.
If he didn't ask me, I wouldn't be
guy
like.
relationships are different than girl
I wouldn't.
relationships.
I don't think it is required to go around and tell all of your just friends that you're not going to
No,
be
but
in
if it's
the
your
party.
best friend and she says you're my
Well,
best
clearly they have a misunderstanding. Best means better than everyone else, and that clearly is not the case. So that's not a best friend. It's just a friend that you've known
I
for a
still
long
think
time.
that if the relationship is as close as what they are both saying, then she should have been upfront. That's what I think. It takes me back to a time in my life when I was a young, spry child. I think I was about 8, 9, 10, maybe 12. And no, not 12. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, my aunt was getting married.
Mm-hmm.
And right after she got engaged, she was like, I really want Kristen to be a junior bridesmaid. I didn't know what that was, but I was really excited. And so my mom and I were planning for it and everything. And then all of a sudden she's like, yeah, actually, we're going to have a really small wedding. We're not going to have anybody in it. And we were like, okay. So then we get to the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, the daughter of the husband, so like my cousin now, was in the wedding.
Mm.
And I was a little peeved, to be frank. And my mom was mad for me.
So I just want to.
I'm not done. So then I remember, and I mean, this is probably poor timing being that it was my aunt's wedding day, but she comes up, she's wearing her dress and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually came up to her. I was going to give her a hug. And then my mom's like, I wouldn't go around here. She's mad at you. And then I like sank back like I was mad. And my aunt's like, why? Why? My mom's like, because you told her that there wasn't going to be anyone in the wedding. And now we see that there is. Hold on. And she's like, oh, you can be in the wedding. You can be in the wedding. So my new uncle ran out and got another bouquet of flowers so I could be in the wedding. Is that one of those stories that should have stayed?
Yeah, that is like some whiny girl entitlement story.
Okay.
Are you really comparing yourself? I just want to get this straight.
Okay.
The niece of a family member, right?
Mm-hmm. The daughter of the new husband.
No, you.
Oh, me. Yes, I was the niece.
Yep. To my point.
Mm-hmm.
You're comparing you, the niece.
Yeah.
To the daughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Would I have done things differently now? Yeah.
Would you?
My mom influenced it a lot. She's not here to defend herself, but she did. Things could have been handled.
That's like white girl entitlement right there.
I'm not gonna lie, it was.
That shit wouldn't fly now.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't even know where I was going with that.
We're sorry
story.
to whoever that was for. Whoever the daughter was.
Helen won't care.
Helen?
Yeah, she won't care.
We're sorry. You should still apologize. It's not nice.
All that to say,
they're not even married anymore.
That's very true. How'd you know which
one?
I've told Jacob that if something ever happens to us, I get his cousins because he doesn't know any of his cousins. And I do. I talk to them far more than he does.
I know my cousins. You just talk to them. Like, I don't know.
You would not be able to tell me who their husbands were, who their kids are.
Like, in a lineup, I could. Not.
Whose kids are Logan, Daniel, and Maeve?
Who?
Mm-hmm. Which cousin of yours has 3 kids? Logan, Daniel, and Maeve. Which cousin has Callie?
Callie?
And Ava? Okay. Who's Nico's mom?
Like I said,
Okay.
like I said, I don't know anything about my family.
And I don't think that you should pretend that you know things about my family. So that's why I was shocked that you knew who I was referencing. You don't, do you?
I do.
I think you saying they're not married anymore is kind of a cop out because both aunts are divorced. So,
well, anyway.
Okay. I don't even know where I was going before.
I was 50% chance right? 50% of the time I'd be 100% right.
I would not do the bridesmaid work, the maid of honor work either. I don't think.
You don't think?
Well, honestly, though, maybe I would because I don't want to be a maid of honor. I don't want to be a bridesmaid. I don't want to wear a dress. I want to like cut out early from the reception. I don't want to take pictures. So if I can bypass that responsibility, but still show my respect by being an integral part of things, like on an admin side, certainly.
On an admin side?
Yeah, like I can sit there and I can party plan. I can.
So you want to make a list?
Oh, I would love to make this. I love a good list. I love my own version of spreadsheets, not your version, but I love my own version of spreadsheets.
Mine
like when I
that
do
work?
travel and all that. No, like our bills and our pallet stuff that you have to fix. I do my own.
Okay, fix is a strong word. It's just because we ran out of space, so I have to extend out the stuff.
Okay.
I don't fix anything.
But
it wasn't broken.
I love making a good spreadsheet and like planning the trip with it.
Me too.
I love organizing. It gives me joy.
She buys organizers to take other things out of organization boxes to put in other boxes.
Yeah, I have no
She's one of those people.
But I also pre-buy organizers knowing that I'll use them in the future. Like if I go to the DT, the Dollar Tree, and I see that they've come out with a new line of organizers.
Yeah, you spend way too much money at the Dollar Tree.
I can get myself in trouble at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, we're about ready to fight.
No, that's the gardening stuff. You approved that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna save us money in the long run for our homesteading.
In like 4 years when we make enough lettuce to pay for it.
Strawberries. If I can grow them. Anyway, that's besides the point. If I see a nice new set of organizers at the DT, I am likely to pick them up because I know down the line I will utilize them. And I always do. I always do.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's roll to the TLDR.
TLDR.
TLDR is a way to be short and snappy, so carefree. In a hurry, don't need to stress. With TLDR, you'll feel your best.
It's the TLDR.
What would you do? What did we do?
What? No.
Oh yeah, Christian's questions.
Hi, my name's Kristen.
Christian's questions with a KY. Yeah, so Kristen is a rolling pin. That's the appliance that I chose. And what really makes it an appliance? The fact that
you can plug it in.
Exactly. I don't, so I'm sure there's automated or there's electric rolling pins out there.
No.
That's what they put the fondue shit in that squishes it down.
That is not a rolling pin.
It's literally the same thing. It rolls it out.
So I'm an electronic
rolling pin.
You know what that's like?
And I'm a fork that has a crooked fork. Prong.
What am I thinking about?
Fork. You should have picked a spork.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, where the kid gets shrunk. That Mike guy that really likes video games or TV or something like that. And they shrink him and then they have to stretch him out. And he's super rail thin and papery. That's what you want me to be.
Okay.
What do we do next?
Cereal is superior for dinner. Unless you're getting hibachi.
Things that I make.
Well, yeah, if we're talking about homemade shit you make, then absolutely
I
it
made dinner
is.
3 times in a row this week. Yesterday was pancakes.
Yeah, pancakes were good. The day before was it the burrito thing?
Yeah.
I didn't think they were bad.
They were small because the other tortillas were really hard.
Yeah.
But We had 2 kids at our house that night, and they demolished them.
The rice needed to be a little bit warmer. The rice was freezing.
That's because they were small burritos, so I made them in batches. You could just heat it up.
Or you could just learn how to cook it faster.
You got to take what you can get with me.
That's true. I mean, it was edible. Let's just say that it was edible, and it was on the better end of edible.
My friend Carrie's.
What was the third one that you made? Oh, tonight you made burgers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and corn on the cob.
And corn.
Finn, who's 5, told me she does not like Doritos, but then she had one of my Doritos and ended up eating 2 of them.
Idiot! It starts with a B.
Our kids didn't really eat much of them, but then my friend's other kid ate like 4. So I chalk it up.
No, they weren't awful. They were just
the same kid wouldn't eat my pancakes yesterday.
Cold.
So
he's special.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah. Cereal is pretty good in this family. And our cooking's not so good. But if we're paying somebody professionally to cook, I would take that 100 times over 100.
Great? And we wouldn't have a healthy chef. We would have they're making shit that we like.
But the thing is, I would eat steak every day. That'd be great.
Not the healthy. No, if you go on TikTok and you watch like these private chefs that celebrities have, they make weird ass shit. I don't know.
No, I would have steak and potato type meal every fucking day.
I wouldn't have that every day.
I would.
I would be given on the menu.
If it's a custom chef, he can make you something different.
Anyway, these celebrities eat
steak and taters.
I
do want some of those. What are those potatoes that have the cheese, but they're really thin? What are
all
those?
gratin?
Scallop
potatoes?
Scallop potatoes.
Yeah, I'll get
that
a box
shit's
of them.
good.
I'll get a box.
All right.
Then we did What Would You Do?
Homemade mashed taters are good too.
Then we did What Would You Do, which posed a challenge.
Oh yeah, what would you do?
We're gonna have a duel.
Yeah, apparently we're gonna watch you speak in
next Wednesday
in
here
movie titles, movie quotes.
Yeah, plans cancel. The public needs this.
You're on, Mr. and Mrs.
Kim from
Constantine.
Okay, now.
And then then this chick got upset because her friend chick isn't really a friend chick and didn't make her a bridesmaid and then wanted her to do bridesmaid shit.
Mm-hmm. Was a real thing.
Yeah, that's just not cool, you know?
Yeah.
Know your place. You're not a friend.
Stay in your lane.
You're not a friend. You don't need to help with the wedding.
All we need is love.
All we need is love. Anyway.
We'll save that for next Wednesday.
Yeah. Anyway, check us out. Facebook, Married to Stupid. Spotify, Married to Stupid. Apple Music, Married to Stupid.
Podcasts.
Apple Podcast, Married to Stupid, not Apple Music. That's the wrong thing. We don't make music. But yeah, next time.
It's been real peeps.
Real peeps.
Peace out, Girl Scouts!
World gets tricky and you're feeling unsure. Tune in for advice, we've got the cure. Scenarios to ponder, choices to weigh.